Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. It's your boy Mr. Degenerate back at it again for another motherfucking video. Ooh, baby. Let's talk about that Street Fighter 6. Ooh, baby. Oh my goodness. I'm fucking happy. I am thrilled with happiness, excitement, and I ain't gonna lie to you guys. A little bit of teary-eyed. A little bit of teary-eyed, man. Because recently the Tokyo Game Show has happened and more information of Street Fighter 6 has come out, and I have finally come to conclusion. I have finally come to this final conclusion. This game is gonna be amazing. I am all in. Put my $60 on the fucking table. I'm in, Capcom. You got me. You got me by the ball. After this fucking showcase, I'm impressed, man. Like, they announced so much cool things. They announced so much great things. And as a casual fan, the thing that stuck out to me the most, the thing that got me most excited for, is the World Tour mode. Like, that shit looks absolutely fun. Like, the simple fact that it has its own little like 2K mode where you can run around the world of Street Fighter and interact with your favorite Street Fighter people, favorite Street Fighter characters, and then become their apprentice and then learn their moves, to me is kind of cool. And the simple fact that they showed off that you can customize your own character, you can make your character look however you want, is to me amazing, and fundamentally just shows me how much they care about this fucking game, you know. Just shows the amount of love and passion. You know, I was thinking back to Street Fighter 5 in particular, and you know, Street Fighter 5 didn't get this much love. You know, when you look at Street Fighter 5, it feels like a game that was just like made out of committee. You know, you look at how Street Fighter 5 was made, it looks like it was made for like, oh, like we just had to make it just to make it. Street Fighter 6 feels like it was made by people who generally love Street Fighter. And I can say this humbly because of two things. One, they showed off Ken. And Ken looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, he looks fucking cool. My son looks like he's been in the fucking dirt. My son looks like he's been poor. My son looked like he was an NFT person. Like, he was selling NFTs. Shit went haywire. Now they took all his money. They took all his assets. The government's chasing his ass. He's on some Jason Bourne shit. The government's looking for him. And he's like, son, I gotta go into hiding. I gotta be a construction worker. I gotta look like a bum. Ryu, I'm broke, bro. Ryu, I'm broke. I'm broke. The government's after me. Help me. That's how this boy looked like, and I'm very proud of how he plays. But the moment that made me like, these guys get it, was when he's doing his Street Fighter 3 fucking special move, the Shinru Repa. I think that's the name of it. And the way how he does it in this game looks absolutely phenomenal. And it's even a callback, like the way how it even does like the electricity flash when the move is active. Like, that is straight up some Street Fighter Third Strike shit. And I'm just like, bro, that's amazing. The attention to fucking detail with that. But more importantly, what made me say these guys are so passionate and so in love with Street Fighter, you can tell the people working on this shit give a fuck about Street Fighter, is this moment right here.
Raised by the savages, no you couldn't handle this. Everyone who battled me, they falling like an avalanche. Got them falling back to back, take them all just hand in hand. Y'all going home, so better pack your bags. I'm a heavy hitter, come take a sip of this potion. It float like a butterfly, I'm floating like the ocean. Battle cries of music to my ears, I'm the composer. Y'all can never hurt me, got you wilting like the roses.
The thing that got me is that, you know, the simple fact that it wasn't even just them announcing a beta, because me and my friends have talked about it for a couple of days now, that, Street Fighter 6 needs a beta, so we could test out that online and see how the game functions and plays. But for me, what touched me and what generally almost like had me a little teary-eyed is the amount of love and attention, and just the marketing for this game has been absolutely extraordinary. It's like instead of like Street Fighter 5 felt like it was all trying to be coy and be secretive and be so not transparent with the fans or anything. Street Fighter fucking 6 is like, no, fuck that. We love you guys, and we apologize for how Street Fighter 5 came out. So we're gonna show you that we love Street Fighter. We love Street Fighter just as much as you do. So here's this like jet set radio dancing shit, but at the end we're gonna announce a beta. Like, that's fucking cool in my opinion. Like just the simple fact that they're doing that shows me they care. Same thing goes for how they announced the full roster. This like guy talking about power and fighting and what it means to be a fighter. Why do we all fight? And then you get the full roster, and it's fitting in with the aesthetic of Street Fighter 6 and what they're going for in Street Fighter 6. Man, this is a fucking dream come true. This is why I said I am all on board on this game. Like, I'm convinced Capcom's got this. I believe in this team. I believe in them. And it took me a while to get to this point, but seeing how much they're caring and showing so much love to the single player, now, you know, they need to now take that single player. I think the real testament is going to be taking that single player experience and translating it into, slowly but surely translating that into multiplayer / the competitive scene. Like if you can do that, I think Street Fighter 6 ultimately accomplishes the job. Because what I love so much about this World Tour mode is that, from what I gather, you can have, it's kind of like Xeno. If anybody's played Dragon Ball's the Xenoverse games, where, you know, you go through the like missions and whatnot and whatnot. You roam around the city, and then you find a mentor. Like, just to say, for Street Fighter's case, let's just say you run around the world and you meet Akuma, and Akuma's like, motherfucker, I will teach you the Raging Demon if you make me your mentor. And you're learning how to be basically a Akuma player through having him be your mentor through your created character. And then you take that idea, you'd be like, okay, well, now that I've seen Akuma's move list and whatnot, I kind of want to see how I would play him. Like, what are some of the moves and stuff that I have to keep aware of when I'm playing with friends? And so you'll go into training mode, and how they did the training mode is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Like, now they have like whiff punish, easily selectable shit. Like, now you can do whiff punish training, block training, all these stuff that was never previously in other fighting games, which, actually, scratch that. There were in previous fighting games, but they made it even simpler to be like, no, you can toggle it. Like, okay, when you wake up DP, now you can do, okay, every time this person do a wake up DP, learn when it's coming out, or you can have it set to randomly. They do wake up DP, or they'll just wake up and jab. Stuff like that makes the transition to casual / scrub to a intermediate player all awarding. Like, that shit is amazing to me. Like, I love that feeling. And so to continue on, what I was saying is, like, what I want is, you know, now that they've added even an easier way to look at frame data. Like, the frame data is like right there on the fucking screen, and based off of what moves you do, the indicator will indicate red. So if it's red, I'm assuming that means it's negative. That means it's not a safe move. If you do that string, it's not safe. Or if you do that move, it's not safe. But if it's blue, that means it's good. You have advantage. Or if it's yellow, that means it's not. You're at neutral. You both are at neutral. Like, stuff like that is what I always wanted in a Street Fighter game. Like, Tekken 7 sort of have something like that. When you watch a recap, you could turn on like what moves are punishable. But this is also cool. So imagine you just playing as Akuma, and you just learning the game and whatnot, and then you take all that knowledge and then you take that on online, bruh. That is like the easiest way for a casual to easily progress in level. And of course, as they get their ass beat, because when you play a fighting game, you're gonna get your ass beat. You know, you're gonna pick up new strategies and whatnot. And I think what they're doing with this game is fantastic and phenomenal. And I'm just speechless. You know, I'm speechless. You know, at this point, you know, I know there is a bit of controversy and there are some problems I have, like a little bit of the Street Fighter roster, Street Fighter 6 roster. They showed off the trailer for it and they showed the full roster. And you know, we all assumed that the 22 characters that was leaked were all gonna be DLC characters. That they were all gonna be not DLC characters. They were all going to be playable, but it seems like we're only getting 18 characters at launch, which isn't bad. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Street Fighter 4 had the same vanilla. Street Fighter 4 had the same launch roster, maybe even less. But I know Street Fighter 5 in particular had the weakest launch roster. Like, there were characters missing that didn't need to be missed. So for me, this launch roster is fine. And plus, one of the things I love about this launch roster so far is that there's a lot more new characters at the starting line than there is Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5, you have to wait for a lot of the newer characters, and that was ridiculous. Like, I keep talking about Season 2 was when I just stopped playing Street Fighter 5 because of how fucking ridiculous how they handled DLC. This has a bunch of newcomers and new faces on the starting roster, and I'm impressed. Like, I can't wait to see how some of these characters are gonna play, especially the buff woman that looks like Magneto. You got fucking Magneto. Listen, Capcom's going for the fucking, this Street Fighter team is going for the fans. They got fucking Marvel fans with that buff Magneto character in the background. They got feet people fans with Jury. You know, they got everything. We got everything. This is a game for everyone. Everyone's here. Everyone can play this fucking game, all right? They got everybody. You know, so I'm excited. I'm happy. So, you know, I am disappointed, though, you know, that Akuma's not going to be day one DLC. Day one character. But at least my girl Cammy is day one, so I'm all right. But overall, man, like, this game is just looking phenomenal. You know, I think what's going to be the real tell is that beta, how that online is going to play. As for release date, I want to do a little speculation. I personally feel they're going to release this game after Resident Evil 4 because they already have a release date for Resident Evil 4. So it's got to be either in April or May, before Evo. I think they want to try and get this game out before Evo. So maybe even, so it's either got to be earlier this year since they already announced all the characters, the starting launch roster, and they're already talking about beta. So we could probably see this game either in February or April or May. I'm gonna assume after Resident Evil 5. I think Resident Evil 4. I think they want to make sure Resident Evil 4 is showing off and it's done its shit, and then they're gonna go ham. But then again, I could be wrong because Street Fighter has always been a different niche audience game, so I could be wrong. But overall, I just want to say this. This is an amazing time to be a fighting game fan, and I'm so happy to have Capcom doing at the level that I know they could always be at. You know, I'm glad everyone's excited for Street Fighter, and you know, I'm still a little nervous. They could fuck all this up, but so far I can't imagine you looking at the Tokyo Game Show and seeing what they announced, seeing everything they've done as a casual audience, I can't imagine you sitting there and looking at this game and saying, yeah, they're not trying. No, I can genuinely see the passion, I can genuinely see the love. And I think my final closing statement would be this. I think for so long we've lived in the darkness of Street Fighter 5 for so long that we as casual fans and also just fans of Capcom have been so cynical to the point where, you know, we don't believe in anything. You know, we're scared, we're hurt puppies. But I look at Street Fighter 6 and I see everything it's doing, and I generally look at what they're doing, and while not everything I'm excited, not everything has been perfect. Like, I do think models need to be upgraded a little bit more. I do think, you know, like, I really wish Akuma was day one character, and you know, and their communications could be a little bit better. Like, we need to do better with with fucking translation. Like, come on guys. Anywho, despite all of that, I could generally see a team that generally loves Street Fighter. You know, this is people who love Street Fighter. You can feel it when they promote it. You can feel it in the gameplay. You can feel it just by the simple fact that everyone's excited for Street Fighter. You know, the simple fact that we're excited for a Street Fighter game, I think it's testament to how well Street Fighter 6 has been doing well. And based off of what they've shown from a casual standpoint, I have nothing to fear. I think this is going to be one of, if not the strongest Street Fighter game we've had since Street Fighter 4. And I'm proud to say that. Like, only time will tell if it can earn it. We'll see when that beta hits. But based off of what I've seen, based off of how they market it, based off of the personality, the art design, everything is all ringing to me, and I'm excited. So I'm ready for Street Fighter 6. Hopefully I get to play the beta, Street Fighter 6 beta. I signed up for it, so hopefully I get in and I'm ready to play. But anywho, let me know what you think, guys. Am I wrong for believing in these fucks after what they did to us for Street Fighter 5? After all the bullshit they put us through, should I believe in them? Or are you guys like, yeah, we have faith. We believe in the CapGods. We believe in the CapGods. Comment below, let me know. And as always, more videos are on the way. Please stay tuned. They're on the way. We gonna try and get to 100 subscribers, babies. Come on, like, come and subscribe. More videos on the way. Anywho, it's your boy, Mr. Degenerate, signing out. Have a good one.